Bam. Boom. And if we don't get a notification that it's live, then we're going to back this up again. But
we did get it on Saturday.
We did get it on Saturday? Well, we'll check because it's just going live now. So we have about 1:30 remaining. Oh, I'm just torn if I need to take a piss right now or not. See if you get a notification. If not, we'll back out and go after it again.
You're going to smoke this?
Got it.
You did get a notification?
I think so.
Excellent.
I've never tried that one.
Oh, you're going to really
How much
like
time do we have?
Really like it.
All right, we're too far now.
1:30.
We're too far.
Well, you can do it.
I can't do it because there's a 15-second buffer, so we're at a minute. Not saying I can't. Just
Thank you, sir.
We're going to be here for 2 hours.
well, then I'll leave and come back. But you should start a new cigar.
Well, you just got this one. I'm trying this one for the first time.
You'll love it.
What's up, Larry Adams?
Luciano.
All right.
Larry Adams is in, of course.
Good. I was getting nervous that we didn't get the notification out there in time.
Nope.
Good. What's up, Larry? Chime
Larry
in. Get
asked if
ready.
I'm looking for matches. No, Larry, I'm not looking for matches. I ordered matches today, though. ICC matches.
We're gonna be cool.
Yeah.
The 3-inch matches, real cigar matches.
Yeah.
From here or U.S. or China?
Stateside.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Send me the link. I remember we tried doing that 2 years ago, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about
I found a place
$8,000.
we can do
5 seconds.
We can do 100.
Five.
Yeah, I ordered 100 custom. It's $200.
As compelling and rich as that is, it's time to go.
Well, then let's do
go.
it.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Boom, 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 boom,
Okay.
boom.
I like your.
Yeah, he's kind of fanning it.
We're
All
all
right.
right.
I have a feeling this is going to be a good show already. What's up, Sean Ratz, Johnny Goodner, Beer Grills?
Jay Nerdy.
Get a bottle and pan the cam. Let's go. Cheers.
Salute.
As you can see, I'm drinking a lot more tequila than everybody else.
Blanco, Super Blanco.
Frisco Blanco.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Cigar Talk Live. This is our Tuesday get-together where we get to sit with you beautiful people on the other side of the lens and smoke a cigar, drink some tequila tonight, and reminisce on the fact that our backup is actually a starter. And Kevin Ochoa, you are dead to me forever because you just absolutely ghosted us, but we can trust in one person and one person only.
Kevin who?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's already coming through here. Keisha Klaus is in. For those of you who don't know Keisha Klaus, you're about to find out why she has the best palate in the biz. She's not even in the biz, but her palate is the best of the best. While you're at it, go ahead, throw out some comments, some likes, some shares, some, just all the social media stuff, and that will help us capture the universe, which is what we're trying to do. So thank you. Keisha Klaus. You're lighting up a cigar, so I'm not going to say anything. Adrian, what are we drinking tonight?
We are drinking the tequila, of course, but the Painted Donkey Reposado.
Let's go.
Yeah, funny name, but good tequila. It's
like $40 a bottle.
Yeah, I mean, the price point is excellent, and it's good quality, blue agave, 100%, so can't go wrong.
And now, our esteemed guest, Keisha Klaus. What's happening?
Not a lot.
Will you tell these fine people who you are and what you're doing here?
Well, I'm usually up here on Tuesday nights just to hang out, smoke a cigar, visit a little bit. Sometimes we have a movie night, sometimes we don't.
So most of the time we do. Tonight we don't because I completely forgot. And
It's Tuesday.
yeah, that is the day. Pops, would you mind just handing me over one of them over there cigars there?
What you want?
Luciano.
Luciano.
What's up, Beer Grills? What's up, JD Mars? No shit, saw Bigfoot today. Gonna send that pic to Adrian so he believes. Go ahead and just send that in right now so we can see.
All live.
Marty Upton, what's happening? He was gonna be here today, but flaked out because he still believes that COVID is real. What in it? That just got us canceled. That definitely registered.
Yeah.
That definitely registered.
You said the vid.
Let's move on by saying Fauci only speaks the truth and nothing but truth. So help you science.
Yes.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, Kathleen? Thanks for joining.
Kathleen, your sweetheart, Kathleen.
What's everybody smoking tonight? What's everybody drinking tonight? Let us know. If you have any questions, crazy things have happened, like we will answer cigar-related questions as well.
Let's talk just a little bit cigars.
Yeah.
And then we'll move on out of this nonsense.
All right.
What I witnessed on Tuesday was what some would say is evolution. Keisha Klaus comes in. Last Tuesday, we have our testing committee. For those of you who don't know, we have a testing committee. We don't just stock snakes and sparklers like Joe Dierte, but we bring it in for everyone around the table. We did this in January, and we found out that Keisha has a tremendous palate. She knows what she's doing. But you haven't been in this journey long.
No, about 2 years, I guess now.
2 years.
2 years, yeah.
So good that a brand owner pulls you aside afterwards after listening to you explain a cigar and how it was like what was it like? It was it wasn't a funeral. It was
Actually, the word I used was impotent.
Whoa.
That's what I started with. It was just flat. There was nothing to it. I inhaled and had an expectation of something, anything, good, bad, and there was nothing. It's like it just,
Impotent.
it was flat.
Yeah.
It didn't exist.
Yeah.
But then someone said something about going to a funeral, and I elaborated on that and said something about, you enter a situation like that expecting something again, expecting emotions, and I walked away with
Nothing.
nothingness. So.
it was
anyway.
excellent. So the brand owner of German Engineer Cigars pulls you aside. He says, please test this cigar. Please give me your thoughts. You copied me in on the email. I don't know if I've shown you guys this email. It is unbelievable. Half Wheel cannot touch this. The way she speaks about, I think a lot of us will bring in a palate, a peppery palate or a bitter palate, and then we just put it in we put it in the ashtray and let it die. But like a true pro, she just slides it to the side and then still continues to focus on what else is there. I'm just so proud of you. That's all I got to say. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about your journey. Where do you sit? What cigars do you enjoy? Where were you in your journey? And did you have a cigar aha moment? 7 questions there in one.
Well, I tried, I can't say every cigar that my husband lit up for a couple of years, but a lot of them I would try. And
He smokes good cigars, though.
I just didn't like any of them. Honestly, I would try it and say, this kind of tastes like an ashtray. I mean, it just did not, there was nothing appealing about any of them. But I kept trying. And it was, I guess, the summer of 2020. I tried a Fat Bottom Betty, actually, and which I had tried before. But I don't know, this time I liked it.
You enjoyed it?
I did. I enjoyed it and smoked all of Betty, and then tried the rest of Deadwood's got their 4 bitches. Crazy Alice, Leather Rose, Fat Bottom Betty, and Sweet Jane. And I like all of those. They're all good. And I don't know. Just
So would you
went
say
from
you're
there,
a sweet
but-
girl? Or would you say that you have a tendency to lean towards the sweet stuff, or is there other stuff that you're...
Not necessarily. I think that's kind of where I started. I like the Macanudo. They've got the espresso, which I think that's the best of their 3. What do they have? Coffee and bourbon.
They've got
But-
mint and
Oh, I haven't
rum
tried that.
are
Oh.
coming in.
Haven't
Brand new.
tried
Or I'm
those.
sorry, mint, rum, and vanilla are on their way in.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll have to try
And
those.
All right.
what I did order, and I'm really excited about this, a boatload of those little flavored Toscanos.
Toscanos, baby.
Oh,
Let's
those
go.
were so good.
I don't get
Everyone's
excited
Those are
about sweet
amazing.
cigars, but that is like
Those were amazing.
It's like inhaling a marshmallow after you pull it off before you put it in the s'mores.
Smoking a pancake.
Smoking a pancake. So,
Yeah.
but oh my God, was that thing?
Was that the biggest
Those were
surpriser
good.
That
ever?
was the shock, and that was that. So we did the testing 2 nights in a row. Imagine this: 36 cigars night 1, 38 cigars night 2. We gave that blue Jamaica.
Oh, I bet
thing.
that was good.
We saved it for last for a reason. Because then we would have a reason to say no.
I saved it for the day I wasn't going to be there, so you guys could test
Oh,
it.
look, that's why you're where you're at. Because that thing was a piece of dog shit, and I'm being so nice. But and we didn't try the peach and the other ones that she had. Remember, they were in that
In the jar.
vacuum sealed jar.
Beautiful.
I'm sure those were sweet. But so we did 38 cigars the second night, and Toscano both nights. 11 testers one night, 10 testers the next night. Everybody thumbs up. And when you look at this cigar, it looks like we rolled it with limited resources.
Yeah, with one
And
hand.
we don't have a wrapper, and we don't press, and we don't. It looks like Alessia rolled it.
It has character.
It is very
character.
rustic.
That's
Very
come in
rustic.
with the
Everyone
words.
is different. It's like
Yeah.
a fingerprint.
Yes, it has
That
character.
sounds-
They tasted like creme brulee to me.
Yeah, I think you're right, especially
Like
that caramel macchiato one with the
There you go.
brown
Yeah.
sugar.
Yes,
But you know who didn't
the
like
crunchy
it?
part.
Oliver.
The top of a creme brulee. Really?
Oliver
Not a
liked
fan.
the other ones.
He was not a fan of the
The
There was the
macchiato.
latte.
cafe.
There was
Yep.
The cafe, I like
It
that.
was cafe.
I also like the one that
What
tastes
up,
like
Rodney
black
Smith?
licorice.
What's up,
Oh,
Sir
that one was
Dopeness?
so good.
No.
Happy birthday, Sir Dopeness.
Oh, it's his birthday today?
It is.
Oh, well, cheers to Rodney Smith. Happy birthday.
You know he's drinking.
Man, I hope he is. So, yeah, that was incredible. So we just have the ugliest looking cigar. Passed by the booth 100 times. And then here's the thing. If you want a shot to get in, this is a message to all the manufacturers out there. If you want to get into the industrial cigar company humidor, step 1, have espresso or Cuban coffee at your booth. Because when we're dying multiple days in, we just smell for some coffee, and when we got it, you got a meeting, no problem.
Yeah.
And when we saw them with their little illy cappuccinos and all that, I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm checking it out.
Yeah.
So, it was incredible.
Yeah,
Garrett-
so it's Italian. It's an Italian. They do have
Hell yeah, Rodney
some
Smith.
Italian tobacco, but they use a lot of tobacco out of Kentucky, and then roll it in Italy. And
Kentucky tobacco. You
Kentucky, a
full of
lot
shit,
of,
man.
I swear to God. I just read the sheets today.
Interesting.
They use
So-
a lot of Italian tobacco as well, which is
Right.
a thing. I didn't
I
realize,
didn't realize
it
it
was
was a thing.
Near to
Did
that.
you know there's Italian tobacco?
No.
Okay, good. Me neither.
No.
that was completely different.
I
What's
think
up,
they put it
Chris?
next to the Kazakhstan tobacco that
There is Kazakhstan tobacco.
we saw that. And
Actu-
remember, we saw it at AJ Fernandez, and they had just received a container of it, and they're like, "We don't even know what it tastes like. We're not even sure how we're going to be able to use it." But they had a 40-foot container of it sitting there, ready to tip over in their warehouse.
Really?
Remember that? We were at
No.
when we were at the AJ factory. They had just got it in, and Pretty Ricky was telling us about the fact that they had just got this Kazakhstan tobacco in, and nobody knows what the hell it tastes like. Now, in all fairness, Darren used some in the Commonwealth.
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
I'll be damned. Can we move off of cigars now? Do you have anything to talk about cigars over there that's compelling and
About cigars?
yeah?
I will say, we did share this out on Newbies. Cigar Newbies is absolutely blowing up. There's some people that are coming in and asking some great questions.
Yeah.
And I truly appreciate, you can tell when somebody's new asking questions. The community is circling the wagons and making sure that these guys are getting good information. We'll usually, when I make a comment on it, it's as so-and-so said or as so-and-so said, and just add some color to it. But it's a great community. So if you're coming into us from Newbies tonight, good day, mates. We are couldn't be happier that you're joining us. But that is definitely a place that if you want to go learn about cigars, join Cigar News. Not everybody gets in. If somebody just joined Facebook 8 weeks ago and they already have 275 groups they're members of, you ain't getting in.
Ain't gonna make it.
Ain't gonna make it. If the questions were answered by a robot, ain't gonna make it. And I was very proud of the fact that we, over a 1 week period, we admitted 67 people, and we did not admit 67 people.
Yeah.
So
You know what?
not everybody gets in. If you're a troll, you will be deleted.
We have 7 people this afternoon that are about to be approved.
I approved.
Jordan, what's up?
I approved
Aaron,
11
Pastrano. Robert, can't pronounce that last name. You're coming in. Aaron,
Make sure you're looking at how much time they've been on Facebook,
oh yeah,
because these guys are.
5 hours. That one, he sounds good.
One guy got in
13 years ago.
One guy snuck in, and I didn't see it. And his first post was, "DM me if you."
Yes, I love it.
Bye.
Bye. What's
Yeah.
up, newbies? What's up, everybody who's joining us? Let's hop into some hard-hitting questions. Yeah, Josh Sims has been a tremendous value to newbies as well.
Yeah, Ron Backus, or I think it's Backus.
The gentleman out of the
East Coast
city.
Yeah, the city with the lights and stuff. Yeah.
What I noticed is we live in a different world here at Industrial Cigar. Just overall, it's like having a beer connoisseur page, I guess you could call it that.
Yeah.
It is newbies, so I'm completely open to whatever anyone else is smoking, but lots of Monte Cristos, lots of
a lot of guys
flavored-
that are
Basic stuff.
Yeah, a lot of
throwing
basic stuff. It's where they're at.
It's where they're at. So they're getting Oliva and La Gloria and Macanudos and Cohibas, and I have to admit, the first thing that goes through my head is, man, you are missing like the rest of the world.
Yep.
It's like the only thing you know is McDonald's. There's more out there. And unfortunately, when somebody says, well, what are 5 or 6 good brands? When I throw out the good stuff, everybody is going, yeah, I've never heard of any of
Never heard of
those.
that.
Yep.
Principal what?
There was one post today where the guy was semi-long, and the ending of it was he's on a budget, and you commented on that, and it was like a second, right? He was smoking a second cigar, stuff that can't make the production, right?
Right.
And he was buying it as a second.
Oh, yeah, he bought.
Didn't want to infuse it.
Yeah, he bought a J.C. Newman.
Yeah.
So imagine this: you have a J.C. Newman cigar that's machine made
it's
with
second.
shredded tobacco, and this was a factory reject.
Yeah.
Factory reject.
That's
What if Aaron Klaus came home and was like, hey, check out these new cigars I got. I got them for $1. They're not very good, but it's a factory reject. What would you think about that as a lady?
Well, he would never bring that home.
He
but-
wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the right answer right there.
He wouldn't bring it home. But
No.
I think in the end, you appreciate that people are on a budget. It costs $5 to go get $5 gallon gas, and then it costs another $5 to get home.
Yeah.
All that is understood, but people don't realize there are some cigars that are $6-7 that'll just change the way you look at cigars.
Yeah.
And completely whole view of things.
Yep.
The problem is there's a lot of big box cigars out there, big brand name cigars that are out there. We experienced a lot of bad cigars in this review because there was a lot of new companies there. We tasted a lot of bad cigars. So the unfortunate thing is these factory rejects
You see, you just
don't
joined.
taste much worse.
See, you just joined.
Who?
Sir Ficus himself.
I don't see
Jonathan Carney. What's up, dog?
Oh, there it is.
I'm sorry to, you were on a really good point there.
I
but
had
that
a great point that you just completely kicked out of my head.
I just picture him like, I saw him like 6 or 7 times at the trade show with this suit on, with his chest out, and he just kept going like, he would just constantly he was always like getting ready for a photo.
to make sure you look.
Well, everybody's photographing the guy.
Everybody's photographing the guy.
Everybody
He's
wants to
goddamn
photograph.
superhero.
Can I make the point before you fucking derail me one more time?
Continue.
All right. Hold on just a second.
There's a lady in the room.
Adrian, I'm sorry I used that
Sorry.
language.
You're
I
good.
know Keisha.
Yeah.
Keisha's
I'm
next.
good.
Right?
Good.
No, so the issue is factory rejects, big box cigars. There isn't a lot of difference in in the flavor of those cigars. So it's pretty easy to go, you know, for $1, it's about like that fill in the blank that I just smoked for $8. It's, you know, and there's that. Now you smoke something like an LFD or Pichardo or Principal or Luciano, and it's just, God, there is a first string out there, and there are guys that are trying to make the team, and they are not going to make it, and you can tell the second they put on their shoes.
Yep.
It is incredible.
100%. You see that. Walk into the booth. Hey, if you want your own cigar, we could blend your own cigars. Hold it. Let's talk about your cigars here.
I'm Dave. What's your name?
Yeah. All right, bud. What's up, Tim Flores?
Are you writing an order today? Are you going to be writing an order today?
Aviator, yeah.
Who are you?
Aviator in DC changed the way I was Josh Sims. We actually do have a valid question because Marty Upton is going to the beach this weekend. Do you recommend drying out your cigars at all prior to leaving town or acclimating then, or have the extra humidity so they smoke well? What would you do if you're going to the beach?
Well, it takes 15 or 20 minutes for a cigar, at least particularly the wrapper, to acclimate to whatever your current environment is. So if you're going someplace that's 90 degrees and 90% humidity, you're not going to hurt yourself by going with something, getting something down to 63% or whatever, and because it's going to come up fast.
Yep.
No doubt about it.
Just bring them. Yeah, and actually, Jonathan Carney coming in saying so many cigars are the same. You see that. You see that a lot.
Yep. Boy, was that. And I'll tell you what. They got heavy with the pepper shaker this year, didn't they?
Yes.
There were so many peppery cigars. I mean, and that's usually God's way of saying we don't have a lot going on with our tobacco, so let's get people thinking it is something. But man, there were some really peppery cigars.
Yes.
I'm sure people like that. Man, it's too fatiguing.
Adrian, what are you smoking over there?
The Tatuaje La Riqueza.
La Riqueza. All right. For it. How is it?
It's been a really long time since I've smoked this one, specifically Tatuaje in general.
Yeah.
But it's good.
No, I grabbed that, and I grabbed that little Tap Black Corona Gorda.
Yeah. Tim Flores coming in hot here. This is a valid point, Marty, if you're watching. Tim Flores, I'm just quoting him. He says, just smoke them. Don't be a bitch. Beach vibes. I'm going to put him beach vibes only, baby. Just rock and roll. Just bring them and smoke them. You're taking care of them, so they'll acclimate.
Yeah, Carney brought up a good point. Everything's hammer in the front of the palate and under fermentation. Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of that, too. Mm-hmm. There's the one thing, and we'll talk just for one more second, the trade show this year that we went to a week or so ago. At the trade show, a lot of the monsters weren't there. Drew Estates wasn't there. Davidoff wasn't there. Gurkha was there, so I mean, we got
monsters, baby.
Thank God he was there.
Thank God El Septimo was there,
and El Septimo was there because if you can't sell a $20 cigar for $60, you might as well sell $5.5 million lighters. You make it up in volume. So Carney knows what I'm talking about. But what it did is it allowed retailers time to go into a shop or into a booth that they probably would have walked past before. And so ipso facto, we ended up with 72 different cigars to test in our cigar test because there was some stuff in there that we probably would have walked past that booth.
It'll get there.
Yeah.
It'll get there. Yeah. The industry, for those of you who are joining in, the industry is on its way forward, and just look forward to many bright days ahead. We have manufacturers who are just killing it. I mean, Jonathan Carney's in.
We got Crux is actually in the house. Mm-hmm. Jamon with Definition Cigars is in the house right now.
They're killers right now.
They're killing it.
Yep,
absolutely killing it. And I think there are some amazing cigars right now between $8 to $12. And if you lean up against the $12 post, you can get some really good stuff.
I've got a question to make a pivot, if I may.
Yeah.
Because this whole Cigar Talk Live is great, but Keisha doesn't want to talk about cigars anymore.
Oh, I'm good with cigars. We can talk about cigars.
Frank Tomaszewski actually asked me a good question yesterday or the day before.
Asked you a good question?
Frank, he should have his own podcast because that guy, he never actually wants to talk himself, but he always asks questions. I always know that he comes over, there's one question I'm going to hear more than everything. I got a question for you. Like, Bring it. Let's go. And it's always a good off the wall kind of this type of question. But
Like
he asked me a
Dr.
good
Fossey.
question exactly that I'm going to skim it. I'm stealing it and I'm going to pass it out to here because I want to know as the number one of Judgment Zone here, not the big three, but Judgment Zone because we haven't figured this out yet. Keisha, starting with you, what is your number one fear that is completely illogical that someone may not know about you? What is your secret fear?
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That makes you think.
Secret fear?
Secret fear.
Oh.
Something that, of course, we know snakes and spiders. That doesn't work.
Oh, that
Ghosts
doesn't
doesn't work. But what is a secret fear? What do you guys
Well-
think? What do you think would be her secret fear?
Well,
A refrigerant tank breaking up and blowing up in the back of her truck. Keisha and her husband own Air Rescue Heating and Air Conditioning, so obviously her husband is out fixing air conditioners right now.
I don't know.
It's a great
I'm
question.
I'm not a very fearful person, to be
She has,
completely honest.
she is. She's dressed in a minimum amount of clothing, yet she probably has 6 knives and at least 2 or 3 firearms on her at this point.
No, only when teaching a class. As an example.
Oh, these guys are
I only
saying
have 2 weapons today.
these guys are saying that it's
What's
freezing
up,
nonstop. Are you freezing on your feet over there?
Oh,
Looks
I thought
like
they were
these
talking about
guys
the
are
weather.
saying.
The
Yeah, I don't know
weather.
if they're talking about weather or if they're talking about internet
JD
here.
was talking about the weather in Tennessee. That's
Let me check. I'm going to see. It looks good.
Oh,
Mark
hillbilly. He's got
McClurkin's coming in.
hillbilly internet.
Hillbilly internet?
Yeah.
I mean, it's looking good on my side. You guys, let us know if this is on our side here.
My screen
What?
is frozen on mine though.
It is frozen?
It's fine here.
If we need to, we can back out and try it again. But regardless, yeah, mine's okay over on this
I
side.
think
good.
Garrett's saying it's fine.
Okay.
Mark McClurkin says women with fake hair.
Women with
You should
fake
never
hair. That's
wake
what you're
up and
afraid
find a woman's hair on the nightstand.
of? Ooh.
Freak me.
TF out.
Total frequency out.
Yeah. Live feed freezing, says Tim Flores. But let's keep rolling through here and see if it fixes itself. That's a valid fear. What is yours?
I don't. I used to have a fear when my children were younger. It's a serious one, not lighthearted. If something happened to me when my children were much younger, that was very stressful.
Yep.
Now that my kids are all older, though, they'll be fine.
They'll make it.
now. I don't know. I'm not a fearful person. I don't.
All right, fine, I'll take it.
I've got it. Yeah, I've got it. I've got one.
You got one?
Snakes
Yeah.
or anything like that.
But that reminded me. I had a fear of leaving my kids in Sam's Club one time, and then I found out that it is a legitimate fear when you actually do it. So
We lost Nathan.
we lost
mall.
Nathan. He climbed in like the dog food area, so we had to have him close the gates
Oh, yeah.
because we thought somebody snagged him.
Yeah.
And so we had to have him close the gates so that we could do an entire
Yeah.
scrub.
You know what's interesting?
So
is
when,
that's-
as a parent, you think about that. Like we did a birthday party one time, right? And I left a kid at the restaurant.
David Hustlebus.
Yeah, I left him at the restaurant. His parents were not happy.
That's not the only time. Because those 2 times, okay, I remember the birthday party, but I don't remember Sam's. I remember when you lost Nathan at Westroads Mall. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember
He
that.
had purple on. I remember he had a purple tank top on. You lost him, and the security had to go find him.
Thank
You
God
don't
for
remember that?
security. No.
So you've lost kids so much that on this show,
Some were more eventful than the other one. We didn't have to close down Westroads.
How old was Nate at Sam's?
Maybe like Alessia's age.
oh, that's a losable age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was climbing in the pallets where they
Yeah.
have the dog food. So
Yep, yep.
we couldn't find
It
him.
looks fun.
He probably thought it was edible. Knowing Nate, he was probably in there taking handfuls of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Losing
is a
kids?
fear.
Yeah.
I know my mom was always convinced every time I went out on a Friday and Saturday night I was going to be in a ditch. She was convinced of it.
Oh yeah.
And the one time that my friend actually hit a pole and we went into a ditch, I couldn't tell her.
No.
I just told her that all we did was hit a pole and it stopped right there. But
Yeah.
she's like, "You're going to end up dead in a ditch somewhere."
That sounds
and
so
Dave
much like
Dickinson
Grandma.
just ran right into a pole and the electrical pole fell down. Everything was over there. But we went in the ditch. But I couldn't tell her we went in the ditch because then she would have been proven right.
Like I told you so.
Yeah.
Do you have a fear over there, Adrian?
I'm like Keisha, the same. That's the only fear I have, and it's we're both well prepared. And I think a lot of us are well prepared. Like if someone breaks into the house, right?
Yeah, it's
And-
natural.
But other than that, I mean, we have situations where we're ready for that,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
it's one of those things.
All right, fine. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I have a fear that every time I get off an elevator at about the 50th floor, that the elevator could snap and cut me in half.
While you're getting off?
Yes.
While you're
So
getting
you
off?
just jump off.
I think about it because you wouldn't have the footing. If it snapped, it'd be too late, and then it would just saw you in half. I think of that every single time I get off an elevator.
I mean, how often are you going 50 floors unless you're in Vegas?
It could be like 16 floors. Anything over 4 floors that I don't just ride it out. That once it gets to a point where my ears pop, I'm like, I'm definitely getting chopped in half by this elevator. If no one else has it, well, then
I remember one time we were in Vegas and he got off the elevator and I go, "Are you afraid of heights?" And no, it was at F1 down in Austin. We went up in that 300-foot thing with the
that thing,
glass
yeah.
floor.
Yeah.
We got off and I'm like, "Are you afraid of heights?" And he took one step out and he goes, "Maybe," and then just held up against the wall because the floor of that thing is glass.
I don't know if I can do that.
It's 300.
You don't like heights?
I've seen it. I hate heights. Yeah.
But you are standing on glass, watching everything happen underneath you.
it's terrible.
Yeah.
It is terrible. I mean, just heights in general.
Yeah.
I don't know who invented them, but they suck.
Yeah.
I'm out of it. Oh,
But this asswagon who
bad.
hates heights decides after, were you in college at this point? When you went out to Colorado and decided to do this dead man's climb and you climbed the mountain.
it's a pretty, that is probably
But you jumped over some ledge that like 10 people a year die at and it's 1,400 feet up.
yeah, that wasn't that cool. I
That wasn't
probably wouldn't
smart.
do that again
I probably
now.
would
purpose, or
have
did
waved
you-
you
Yeah,
off.
well, it's Longs Peak in Estes Park.
Okay.
So Longs Peak is a 14er out in Estes Park, beautiful. But there's a section when you go over the backside called the ledges.
Yep.
And the ledges require it. It is what it sounds like. It's a ledge down to it's a big cliff. You walk the edge, and then there's a section where you have to duck under a boulder, put your foot out over the cliff on this piece of metal, on this rod, and then reach under and grab the boulder and pull yourself up. And then you keep going, and then that gets you to the Narrows. And the Narrows is
I've heard
about
that,
2,600 feet sheer.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't.
You got to be just getting nervous thinking about that.
oh, for
'Cause
sure.
I'm just
Can you see my hands?
yeah, I'm just sitting here going, I'm so pissed off at you for doing that.
I mean,
Sweating.
it is so scary. It's so scary. But
So for some of you guys out there, what are some of yours?
oh, my heart
fear
is going
from-
down. Oh, I have that video on YouTube as well.
Frank
me
is
doing
afraid that people from California are going to move into your neighborhood.
that. Way scarier than the ledges.
Well, luckily, your neighborhood is maybe 11 houses, if that.
Yeah, and we're all armed.
Less? Yeah. There's
we
no
got-
California people there.
Yeah, that's. I hope not.
Ryan actually has a very, very important question.
Details on the Alfonso pre-release, which is launching tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. That pre-sale is going to go on sale tomorrow through August 28th.
Thursday or Friday or Wednesday?
That's tomorrow. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. on Wednesday.
Okay.
9
I
a.m.
thought it was available today.
to you because you're a top contributor.
Okay, sorry.
So yeah, well, one of 17 people that had access before was you.
Damn it.
By a full day, you should have read the
I
second
did,
line of the
yeah.
text. And then that's going to go pre-sale
Yep.
until August 28th. That includes all of the Alfonsos. That
All 6
includes
sizes.
the Byron Selección 1850.
Brand new.
Brand unbelievable. That also includes the Byron Epic Poema Humidor, 30 count humidor.
Stunningly beautiful.
As a matter of fact, for those of you who are on right now and want to get a head start, I had to push them live That is on industrialcigars.co. Go Cigars down to Alfonso presale. After August 28th, you're going to have to wait until they ship in October.
Yep.
So get them in.
There's one chance if you think, I don't know if Carney's still on, but if you think about an opportunity to get the first release of anything, the first release of a new line like Andalusian Bulls. But this is the first release of an entire new sub-brand. First opportunity. There's one chance. And we were assured that we will be the first one shipped. So super excited about that. Oh. Incredible.
Flores, you're coming in hot. I appreciate this. I have a fear that I run into Chucky somewhere in public, but always ready to tirar las manos, throw some hands, baby.
Yeah. Well, Chucky is your son, Elias.
Don't be joking about the truth, man.
Chucky is, I call him Chucky because he's in between fits. He's two,
I'm going to
by
show
the
you
way.
a video. Keisha, will you please ask a judgment question, trivial question, some sort of question? Like some is, if you could have any money, what car do you choose? Who was your first actor and actress crush?
Yeah.
All of those type of, will you just throw out a question as I...
What's a movie that you thought would be funny, but everybody thought it was stupid?
Ooh, your favorite movie that no one else actually likes?
Movie that
Yeah.
Nobody else likes.
When you're tired, equally tired and hungry at the same time. My son
That's
is...
a freaks.
My son
Eating
is...
while he's sleeping.
He is eating sun chips, falling asleep. He goes back in. He goes back in for more. I'm sorry, this is bad. This is bad entertainment, but he continues to go in for more.
Oh my God! I love him. That is a freaks for
Yeah,
sure.
so just don't
Eat with his eyes open. That's Uncle Nene showing him how to do that stuff.
I was fixing to say, is that a Nate skill?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a Nate skill. His true
Yeah.
dad. Keisha, what you got over there?
Oh goodness. I don't know. You brought up the.
What's your
celebrity
favorite
crush.
movie?
My favorite movie? Gosh, man, I don't know.
She was going for the crush line, though.
Oh, she was going for the
It
crush.
just reminded me the other day. So we have 4 daughters at home. So I was in the car with 3 of my girls the other day, and one of them asked, "So, who were the celebrity crushes when?" So I'll be 50 in a couple weeks, and so I grew up in the 80s, and so they were like, "Tell us who they were. Show us some pictures." So. I pulled up a picture of Patrick Swayze, Judd Nelson, a few of those. And my girls are like, I just can't do the hair. I just can't do the long hair.
Oh man.
So they start pulling up pictures of the, celebrity crushes now. And I'm like, I can't do the hair, all this hair in the front that, that the boys have now. So anyway, I just thought it was amusing that.
So who are your? So your first were Swayze.
Everybody loves Swayze.
Yeah, you can't blame you.
I mean, even the men, right?
Can't blame you. I mean, you got to respect it.
I know. Keanu Reeves has always been come on.
He's come a long ways.
He has.
Since Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted.
Exactly.
Yeah, since Bill and Ted.
I'll tell you what, that's a guy I'd love to have a cigar with. Is Keanu
Him
Reeves.
and Chris Pratt. Look where he's blown up to, and he started out on a freaking sitcom.
He was a killer though. Parks and Rec. Oh, he was
Parks
a
and Rec, he
killer.
was awesome.
Hilarious.
Look at him and Jim on The Office, and look where those guys have.
Yeah, they're action stars now.
They're action stars. Yeah.
The Office and Parks and Rec is now. Yeah. All right, so that's who was your kind of kickoff, the
know, I guess
Swayze.
so, yeah.
But Keanu Reeves is kind of like if things go wrong with you and Aaron, and then you are in the airport, and Keanu Reeves is there. It's actually like a real possibility.
Oh, no, Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott.
Kathleen too.
Hang
Sam
on.
Elliott.
Oh, that-
Am I thinking the same Sam Elliott
Yeah,
from like
that's
the Big Lebowski
70-year-old guy now.
with the big mustache?
Tombstone.
Yes.
Tombstone, the oldest brother in
Yeah.
Tombstone.
Yeah.
Hang on.
He looks like the Marlboro Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take a nice sarsaparilla.
Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah, that dude.
That's him, yeah.
Hang on. Let's talk about this for a second. What is it about Sam Elliott?
I don't know what it is.
No, I don't know. He's a man's man. Right?
He's a man's man. He
Yeah,
carries a
that's-
6-shooter still.
Yeah, he probably does.
Yeah, I guarantee you. Into Starbucks.
Right.
Yeah.
What about Nicolas Cage?
Oh.
Okay, good. All right.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Julie's
Yeah.
with you. Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
Larry Adams is just coming in, driving Miss Daisy somewhere.
Oh, that's a great movie.
But what does that have to do with
I don't
any
know
of
what it
this,
has to
Larry
do with
Adams?
anything. Well, we were talking about movies for like a half a second there.
Yeah, we almost got traction on
He
it.
was just
and then
ready
it
to go movies.
We just slid right off the road.
Oh, that was the question: is what movie do you like that no one else likes?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I've got a couple.
Yeah, I used to use as an actual question when I was interviewing people for jobs is, do you like Dumb and Dumber? And if they didn't like Dumb and Dumber, they didn't have a chance.
goodness.
Because if you don't have a sense of humor and get Dumb and Dumber, I can't have you in this building and be able to talk to you. I don't see
saw
it.
that movie for the first time up here a few weeks ago.
Really?
I've never
Seriously?
seen it before.
What'd you think about
It
it?
was Dumb and Dumber. It was
You
amusing.
didn't like it?
It really
Yes.
was okay. It was amusing. It was
Think about
Okay.
that.
an
Think
hour
about
and a half
that.
of entertainment. It
Think
was,
about that. What was it? 20 years ago, when that movie came
It
out.
was longer than that. It was longer than that. It was
I mean,
probably
that was some
mid-90s.
cutting edge stuff.
They don't make comedies like that anymore.
Like,
That had to have been, I'm guessing it was 95.
yeah, because the only point of reference would be the Lambo.
Yeah.
They had the Lambo.
It was a Diablo.
It was a Diablo,
So,
yeah.
it was a Diablo. So it was probably 96 is what
Yeah.
I would guess. Someone
But
please
just
help
some of the
us.
scenes on that are just classic. Oh, when they
Landed
go up,
on the moon.
when he
That
has
was
the
so
snowball
funny.
fight up there and he hits the girl in the face at like 3 feet away, just drills it, and she wants to fight.
Dumb
It's
and
so
Dumber.
good.
It was
so good.
It was good.
What a dozen.
1994.
94.
94.
So just think of that. That's Jurassic Park realm. Dumb and Dumber. I mean, that's a good era of movies.
Yeah,
That's a good era of movies.
Yeah.
for sure.
Ooh, that
Oh,
was
it's-
that was
I
probably
did.
True Lies, probably around that when they had the Harrier.
Yeah.
It was probably the same time.
When did all the
Lies
Alien
with-
movies come out? With the
Pilot.
Terminator stuff.
Oh. Those were in the 80s.
Was that
The first
80s?
one-
80s?
The first one was, for sure.
1994. Thank you,
There's
Frank
a new
Tomaszewski.
Predator thing coming out called Prey that looks pretty awesome.
Oh, I'm for
It's like
that.
it's like Predator comes down with Native American Indians, that era.
What?
Really?
It's pretty, yeah.
Really?
It's pretty serious.
Okay.
All right.
It looks good.
All right, I'll
Special
check it
effects
out.
look good.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, on the previews, this bear comes into these trees to try to get this girl. And then the next thing you know, the bear is dead and being picked up by, that translucent image. And
Yeah.
the predator guy's taking the bear and chucking it.
Oh wow. Larry.
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 Larry's never seen Dumb and Dumber,
Oh.
I don't know
but he's
about that.
married to someone who's quoting an incredible
All right, Larry,
bathroom scene.
we're gonna have to ask you to disconnect. And between now and Saturday, you are to watch
have
it
to watch
4
it.
times.
He's never seen E.T.
Sure.
You have to watch. How many times do you have to watch Dumb and Dumber to see all the little stuff?
Oh, I still see it now.
Yeah.
Even now, I've seen that movie no less than 100 times.
At the beginning when he's walking in, the bum's pissing on the building. I mean, all those you don't even see that stuff.
I haven't seen that part.
When he comes back from the airport and he's walking into the deal, there's a bum pissing up
Yeah,
against
right
the
at the
At
beginning.
the apartment buildings?
at the apartment
Yeah.
buildings. Yeah.
None. Not
Right
a
at the
zip.
beginning of the
yes.
movie, right?
Yeah.
What's
nothing.
that?
Right at the beginning of the
Yes.
movie? Yeah.
Yeah.
You picked that up
Yeah.
your first time? All right, I'll go back and watch it tonight. That's it.
Classic. What's classic comedy?
Well, okay, so that's a good question, but I want to hop into the movies that you would watch 1,000 times, but Aaron isn't going to watch it. Begley's not watching it. Kathleen isn't watching the movie.
Ooh.
That's it. It's like, what movie do you watch when your significant other is out of the house? That might be the question.
Well, a classic chick flick, of course, You've Got Mail.
You've got mail.
You got
Meg
Mail.
Ryan?
Tom Hanks
What's
and Meg
the-
Ryan.
Isn't there one called The Notebook or something like that?
I haven't seen that one,
I've
but
never got
yes,
sucked
it
into
is.
that one.
Isn't
either.
You Got Mail basically the same thing as Sleepless in Seattle?
I never saw that one. I don't know.
I haven't seen
I
either of them.
that one.
Oh,
Well,
Reg
it's very
Fraser coming in with 40-year-old virgin. That is
That is
solid.
classic.
Yeah.
That is solid. Good pick. Yep. All right, mine is Paul.
Paul?
The movie Paul.
With the alien?
It's the alien. I will watch that, and no one really cares about it, but I
Yeah.
just cannot get sick of it. Those two British actors, I think it's Simon Pegg and Nick something.
Yeah.
Just their chemistry, and then add in Seth Rogen on it as an alien. I'll watch
How
it.
many times did we watch Hook when you guys were growing up?
Oh, I love that movie.
Hook is awesome.
The food fight scene of Hook.
Yeah.
That's cinematic masterpiece.
Along with Robin Williams.
Which one?
With the pirates?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
so
Robin Williams is Hook.
Williams is, Peter Pan.
I'll tell you, we were,
Yep. Robin Williams is Peter Pan.
Amazing.
we
Can't
were
go wrong
watching
with Robin
TV last night, and they showed a South Park commercial.
Yeah.
And my wife's like now pissed that it's been on this long. She's like, that is the stupidest show
It's
in
genius.
the history of shows. How can it still be on?
It's
Has she ever
genius.
watched like an episode, a full episode?
Oh, I doubt it. I
She
doubt
needs to,
it.
because it's
It's brilliant.
brilliant. It's relevant.
Have her watch.
Yeah.
There's a documentary you can watch it on YouTube. It's called like 7 days to screening, or maybe it's like 3 hours to launch. But it talks about how they do all of that. They run through every week, and then they are delivering the video like when it's going live. I mean, it is a super high stress. Those guys do it every week, and they run through the whole process. Those guys,
Yeah.
basketball. I mean, those guys
Basketball
are
was classic.
killers.
Yeah.
Look,
Napoleon Dynamite was another one that was kind of a trendsetter. It brought the nerd to the forefront. You know, it was, and everybody knew the kid that wore those boots. You know, the moon boots.
The moon boots.
Everybody knew that kid.
What's yours when Kathleen watches when she leaves? What are you watching?
Anything Jerry Lewis.
Older stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably name like quite a few, like, but Jerry Lewis, she's not a fan of it, which is funny because it's 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
Right? But she loves Gone with the Wind, which I've never seen.
I've never seen Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
I've never seen.
With the,
There's a couple of movies that are just like.
I've never seen Titanic.
I mean, you're not missing that much. You understand what
I'm
happened,
okay with
right?
that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or you know how it ends.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
Just 3 hours of that.
No
Yeah.
book. I've never seen.
No, but I haven't seen that. You know what? A good movie, Book of Eli.
Is it good? I've never seen that.
Oh. Okay, don't give it away if you have.
Yeah, is that with
Denzel,
Denzel.
Yeah,
Washington.
that's good. Yeah.
Don't let anybody
Oh,
tell you
you know what?
anything
I think
about
I've
it.
caught
Oh, is
parts
it
of
that?
that.
Don't let anybody tell you anything about it. Just go watch it.
Oh, it's that good.
It's good.
Just go watch
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Because you're gonna after you watch it the first time, then you have to go back and watch it again because you learn some things at the end of the movie,
All right.
and you have to watch the whole movie again.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I'm for it. That's like have you guys seen A Scanner Darkly?
Yeah.
No.
Scanner Darkly's Keanu Reeves.
Oh.
Check it out.
Okay.
The whole movie, they shot the entire movie. It's Woody Harrelson. It's who plays the blackface in Tropic Thunder? Robert Downey
Robert
Jr.,
Downey Jr.
Keanu Reeves, Winona Ryder. I mean, these are the actors.
Oh, okay.
And it is killer. So they shot the whole movie, and then scene by scene, they vector arted over it. So you remember those old Charles Schwab commercials that looked kind of animated?
Yeah.
The whole movie is that.
Oh.
And you can get to the end, and you've got to watch it 2 or 3 times to figure out what is happening. That is a killer movie.
One of the
Killer
movies
movie.
that they say is the best
Karate
movie
Kid,
of all
nice.
time is Citizen Kane. Old school, black and
Never seen
white,
it.
James Cagney.
seen it.
Never seen it. But it's when they talk about the 100 greatest movies of all time, that's always seems to be up there. I've never seen it.
Same. Yeah, Larry's saying if he has to watch Dumb and Dumber, we have to watch Driving Miss Daisy.
Here's the difference, Larry.
I've seen
We've
them.
all
I've
watched
seen Miss
Driving Miss Daisy
Yeah.
once, and that's enough times to watch it.
Yeah,
That's a good movie.
It's all right.
it's okay.
I mean, you get the point. Yeah, they come together and all that
That's
stuff.
Green Mile.
Oh, that's
Green Mile's a good movie.
It's an awesome movie. I like it.
And, you know, very unique.
Yeah.
The only thing that I find now is like watching, even I could just sit and watch Seinfeld all day long.
Yes.
Yeah.
Watching
The Office.
Seinfeld, and what you realize, that was early 90s, 92,
Yep.
in that area, is how much technology has screwed with movies, because there's so many situations that happen. It's like, man, just call them on your cell phone.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And, you know, they talk about they refer them to as I'm calling you from my car phone. You know, oh, it sounds like a real phone.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah.
just kind of crazy as new technology was coming into form.
Back when people wanted to drive Volvos.
Yeah,
Or he
yeah.
drove Saab, right?
Saab.
Saab 9.3 turbo.
Yep.
Was that when he was trying to see how long he could go without
I think that was a
The
sob.
gas?
Yeah, on a single tank of gas. God, just classics. Absolute classics in there.
Kramer used his blood. Put his blood inside the car with the air conditioner on, and Jerry would just freak out.
That was the original cancellation, though. If we're talking, getting canceled in today's age, that I would say, what's his name, Michael Richards?
Yeah.
That was probably the original cancellation.
He was canceled.
He was canceled.
He was
And I would
canceled.
say he was probably, of all the cancellations we've seen, probably the cancellation that warranted being canceled,
sure.
if we're going to be
He
honest.
was cutting edge.
Oh, he was ahead of his time.
Yeah. Way ahead.
Hector's coming in with Dirty Harry.
Ooh.
Classic.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
classic.
Mm-hmm. There was a movie that scared the
What is that?
shit out of me when I was a kid from Alfred Hitchcock called The Birds.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
And these blackbirds
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
hit this phone booth and all this other. That freaked me out.
Would it scare you now?
I doubt it.
Well,
But it scared the hell out of me
that could
then.
happen, though. It's like real birds exist, right?
Yeah.
Maybe some people think they're robots that are, spying on
The
us.
drones.
But yeah, it could happen.
I'll tell you what. If you're looking for something to watch, this new series that's on Apple Plus is called Blackbird. Mm-hmm. It is
I
awesome.
have
is
that
good.
one written down.
It is.
He's
Yeah.
always
The
telling me these
story-
new
Oh,
he's
series
got
to
all
try.
The
sorts of
story
series.
is so cool. So it's now it's really starting to mature.
Really?
Both the main characters in here came from different areas, and they've now had to cross paths. They've have to cross paths. And this last episode was to set the table on why they were so screwed up, and it was just a whole episode on my dad was worse than your dad.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, your dad just beat you? That's it? Oh,
Yeah.
well, let me show you this. And it was it's pretty intense. It's a really cool story.
In the spirit of Shark Week,
Jaws.
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 Yeah, they're getting into that.
Did someone just put in Jaws, or are they actually
Jaws,
hanging with us?
#1 horror movie. For him.
No.
For Hector.
Is that
Number
a horror
one
movie?
Horror movie? Oh,
It could happen.
there's a new one coming
happen, I
out that's
guess.
like that with a lion. I just saw the
Oh,
previews
yeah.
for
I
that.
don't know
That
what it's
doesn't
called.
that doesn't look like it'd be fun. A lot of lions flying in the windows of a Range Rover.
Oh, I'll watch that.
Yeah.
Julie coming in.
Just
The
Range
birds
Rovers.
birds scared me to death. I hate crows to this day because of that movie. I'm going to go ahead and reaffirm your fear here, because last year I was sitting outside and I was working, and I live, as far as Dallas goes, in the wilderness. And I'm sitting and just sitting on the patio getting some stuff done. My dog Havana, who's an asshole, and if you have,
She is.
Yep.
I can verify
If you-
that.
My girls like her.
Got a
Oh yeah,
voucher.
no, she loves your girls. She loves 6 people.
You want her?
She's yours. She's sitting there and she would attack a tree if it looked at her the wrong way.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, I hear some commotion, and there is a coyote running within reach of me, within reach of Havana. And it's there. Even Havana does. It just kind of gives it a what's going on look. There are crows just bombarding this coyote, and I mean going after it. And you get that look where their butts down and they're looking up, they're getting attacked.
Yeah.
Within that week, there were squirrels being killed. Like it was
Wow.
hunting season
By the
for
crows?
crows. These, I don't know if they're crows or if they're ravens or if there's a difference. I don't
Ravens are a
know.
little bit bigger.
Massive blackbirds, and they are vicious. They're in my backyard.
Yeah.
They're vicious. I'm telling you. So you're,
Sounds like
Havana.
target practice.
I'm telling you, Julie, you're okay to think, yeah, birds are scary because these blackbirds are terrifying. Havana says Frank Tomaszewski, who's
Wrong.
a guy,
Incorrect.
who's a guy who has been bit by Havana no less than 100 times.
Yeah.
Ravens will eat meat. They'll eat small animals.
They will kill a squirrel. I will tell you right now, they will kill a squirrel.
Well,
Those
apparently they wanted to kill a coyote. They're probably looking at that as like Golden Corral. This is the Golden Corral of animals right here.
All right. So I
A
think
lot
you're
of bad
scratching.
food for cheap.
Let's go ahead and let's hunker down into that. Let's hunker down into some food. Right.
All right.
Let's talk food here. All right. All right. Let's make some shit up here, shall we?
What, like worst restaurant?
Yeah. Like the worst restaurant ever.
God, that's From a food standpoint or from a service standpoint? Because we've been in some that the service was just so bad you just wanted to.
You play it
Punch
however
somebody.
you want to play this. What is the worst?
So I'll say that Kathleen will not eat at a buffet.
I was fixing to say Golden Corral.
Which is
hate
Golden Corral.
Corrals.
Yeah, you know,
those
and I-
places are
But they have the
nasty.
cheese fountain.
They get the cheese fountain. They get the
Places
cheese
are so
fountain.
Sounds
nasty.
gross. But anywhere where you can't sit down and be served, if Kathleen has to get up and get her own food, she's out.
No.
Really?
Unless it's like Vegas or something nice, like nice buffets out there. But yeah, no.
Buffet, just buffets in general.
Buffets in
Kathleen
general.
doesn't like. She doesn't like to have to put food on the plate.
She doesn't have to get up and get her own food.
All right. She probably doesn't tip at those places.
No, she won't pay. We don't go. I don't know. We never.
Are you
we've never
supposed to
Don't go.
tip at a buffet? I don't know. Do
Everybody
buffets still
asks for
exist?
Everybody asks for a damn
been. Golden
tip these
Corral?
days.
Isn't that what? That's
No,
Golden
there used
Corral,
to be
right?
one in the colony. I don't know if it's
I don't
still
know.
there.
Oh, there is. Where did I see one? No, that's San Antonio.
Yeah, San Antonio would definitely have a Golden
San Antonio.
I
Corral.
went to that house at Genji where you have to, they give you the bowl. The girl comes over, gives you the bowl, and then you walk up and put all the stuff in the
yeah,
bowl,
yeah.
and then they cook it,
Mm-hmm.
and then bring it back, and then they
Yeah.
want a 20% tip.
Yeah, I've seen
And I'm
that.
like, you didn't,
Yeah.
but you didn't actually do anything. I even,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and you had some guy up there just burn the hell out of it. I was at, can we say names?
Yeah, please. I mean, no one's
Like they're
actually
watching.
Yeah.
I went to that. I just had this craving for Kentucky Fried Chicken, so I went to the one at
On
Little Elm.
El Dorado?
Yeah, on
Yep, that's on my
I
list.
sat in there and I watched 4 kids. There's literally 20 people standing and waiting for their orders, and cars are wrapped all the way around the building, and they're throwing chicken at each other, and they're playing grab ass, and they're throwing chicken, and people are like, "Are you gonna get to our order? You're not cooking that, are you?" And they were oblivious to it.
That-
And I'm looking all over for who owns this thing. I'm calling them right now. I could not find. You know, normally I'll have who the owner is, like a
Yeah.
McDonald's franchise.
It's a franchise for sure.
No, these guys were throwing raw chicken at each other.
That Kentucky Fried Chicken has delivered an entire dinner to my house before.
But you didn't order it.
Nope.
No.
No, I didn't. They came with a full meal
Wow.
for 5 or 6 people, and they dropped it off, and I said, I don't know what this is. I didn't order it. He went, oh, 106
It
Highland.
was a DoorDash.
No, it was Kentucky. It was during the pandemic, so they were actually delivering. So it was a guy with Kentucky Fried. He delivered a meal to my house I did not order.
That was Frank.
Frank might have ordered it, but
As
regardless.
a joke, he ordered. And
So we
sent it to
waited
you.
20 minutes and then we ate it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I would have. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to take it back, right?
no.
But did you order? Or did you
Oh no,
leave?
I had ordered, and I just sat there and waited and waited and
Oh, you
waited.
had already ordered
and it's
and
a
you saw it.
split restaurant, so like one side is Kentucky Fried
something.
Chicken, and the other side is like
Long John
Taco
Silver.
Bell.
Long John Silver. So I just walked over and ordered Long John Silver's, sat down and ate it, and my food never came up.
What the hell?
I just sat there and waited for the food to get there. It never came up, so I just left.
Is there a worse restaurant than going through the drive-through of Whataburger, though?
It's pretty organized.
No, it is
Oh,
not.
you wait an hour.
You wait too
Right?
long.
I hate Whataburger.
I hate Whataburger.
I hate Whataburger.
All this for what? Ketchup? Jesus. Whataburger
Sorry.
is shit. Also,
Yeah.
Think it
Prosper's
is
okay.
it.
It's not bad if you go
No,
at a
no.
decent time.
No. Mm-mm.
no, it isn't. It's terrible.
Wait way too long.
Yeah.
No.
And it's always wrapped around the building.
Yes.
It's like you're not going to be hungry by the time you get your food. It's stupid. It's stupid. Yeah. Whataburger can suck it.
Larry Adams says that Hutchins has ruined him.
Yep.
Yeah,
Easy.
yeah.
That is easy to do.
Yeah.
Del Taco.
Read the next comment out. The next sentence. Read that of McClurkin.
Del Taco bought that once and almost had to repaint the house from the aftermath.
I've never been there.
Del-
Here's why I love Mark McClurkin. Back when he was really into tequila in volume, he drove one of these 3-wheel vehicles. It's cool as shit, right?
Slingshot.
The Slingshot. So he drives that, and after about one bottle would get toasted, he would have his a burrito to absorb everything.
Soak it up, yeah.
But he also had a backup burrito in the car, in the slingshot
burrito.
So you knew when he was going out to the car to get the second burrito, he was ready. He was ready to boot and go. He was ready to go.
Was it a Del Taco, Mark?
It might have been a Del Taco. Maybe that was where that came from.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mark McClurkin.
Let's move to the big three. That's it. You read my mind. You read my mind. Let's get to the big three here. Keisha, have you answered the big three before?
No.
Have you
I
been
don't
here
know.
when the big
No.
three was the big three?
No.
So she's been with us. I mean, this is not your first time on the show.
It is.
Really?
This is the first time on the show?
I thought we had you before.
She was on Begley's show.
No.
Yeah.
I thought we had her on this show, though.
Nope.
I thought so too.
Nope.
All right. Oh, perfect.
All right.
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
Got the big three coming up.
Taco
no.
Casa emergency burrito.
Taco.
Taco
No, you
Casa.
eat their taco burger. If you go to Taco Casa, you got to get their little taco burger
I've never been there either.
with green
Is that on
sauce.
Preston?
No, there's one at
Oh, I was
off
thinking
McDermott
Taco
over in
Shack.
Allen. Taco Shack is the one at Preston and Maine.
They're out of Boston. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know
Too
which one you're
bad
talking
for a
about.
fast food taco place.
Well, this is good. So we have the judgment zone.
Yeah.
Normally we don't judge people, but we enter a period of
People
time.
are excited. They are excited.
Judgment
William
time.
is ready.
So this is a point in time where we get an opportunity to ask you what we call the big three,
Okay.
and we will judge you as a person,
Okay.
as a parent, as a wife, as a human.
All
You
right.
will be judged
Okay.
based on these questions that are all telling. Once you answer these questions, basically everybody will know everything they need to know about you. And in the spirit of Mark McClurkin,
Are you going? Where are you going first? You going?
I was going to go McClurkin.
Then
Then we'll
McClurkin. This
we'll go down, up, and around.
down, up, and around. Where
Yeah.
do you think the numbers are?
So
Down,
So what we're going to do
and
is on a
around.
scale of 1 to 10.
Very harshly.
0 is what Adrian does. He creates his own ranking system. 1 to 10. Where do you stand on? Now you can't answer this question. We're going to judge you first. Where do you stand on Bigfoot?
All right. I think I know where she's at.
Yes. What you
Zero
thinking?
is
0 is Adrian, because if he hasn't taken a shot at it, it doesn't count. So, what do you think?
0. It doesn't.
What do you think,
What's your
Keisha?
scale?
Where do you think Keisha stands on this?
Yeah, I'll say close to me, so like a 1.
Yep, I'm with you. I think she's a 1.
Just the mere look on her face, as I'm judging her by just looking at her, at the look on her face. It's
What
like
do y'all
she
think?
has a question
Chime in.
like why? Why are you asking this? I'm gonna go solid 2.
And
Where you at?
There's no 5.
There are no 5s in this. Yep.
Got to commit. So where are you at on Bigfoot? Does he exist? You don't have to have seen him, but do you believe
Does he
the high
exist?
quality video and photography that's been shot to date?
No. No.
So
No.
1
Is
to
that
10.
like a
1 to 10.
1 to 10.
more
what?
like a 1 in
0 is I
100
don't
or
Zero.
think
We don't
it
believe it.
exists,
One you don't think it
or
happens.
10,
10 you had
think
lunch with him, maybe a cigar
no.
afterwards.
Yeah. No. 0.
Yep,
No.
that's where I
Zero.
thought she was at.
0.
All right.
Love it.
Well, we're
so
going up.
far she's on the same plank as Adrian, and
Yeah.
we've judged the hell out of him.
Yep. We might see there might be a wipe swap in the future here.
Yes.
No.
Because I will tell you, I know Aaron very well. Her husband, Aaron Klaus, one of my, I love the guy. I guarantee you he has a picture on his phone. that
He's
he
a
just looks
squatchy
at.
guy.
He's squatchy.
He is a
For
squatchy
sure.
guy in
Oh my
general.
goodness.
I can see that.
There's
Like a
no
good
doubt.
humored squat. Like
I
the guy
think
if
he's so
Squatch,
open-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Squatch was a thing, I would want him to be a lot like Aaron Klaus.
Poor Mark.
Oh,
you
my
know
goodness.
Mark's story?
No.
Mark is
No,
a
I do
Bigfoot
not.
hunter.
Oh. Okay. Well.
So
let me know when you
here's
find
what
it.
I would challenge you to do. Bring a bottle of tequila, because he likes
Okay.
tequila.
All right.
Mark, tell me if I'm off base on any of the things that I'm about to say. Sit down with Mark and just have what will be a all-night conversation. I swear to God, you don't
Okay.
want it to stop.
Okay.
And let him show you and
Convince
talk to
me
you
otherwise?
about what he has seen on these
Okay.
monkey hunts.
He's got
Okay.
recordings.
Monkey hut.
Hunts.
Hunt.
Oh,
He says that he's going out to see monkeys.
Well, I
But see,
just don't
Mark,
know. I
Mark
mean,
is a guy that I would
live somewhere.
I would have let.
Where
do they live?
Where else would they live? It'd be a
Mark,
monkey hut.
Do they have a monkey
It's a
hut?
shack. It's not a hut.
Monkey hut sounds good though.
It does.
Same.
Say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, you'll
No,
get
don't.
canceled for sure.
So,
Yeah, we'll get.
but here's the thing. If you sit, I mean, Mark, I would trust Mark with my kids.
Yes.
I'm telling you, sit down with
Who's
Mark.
a guy who
and
lost
he
his kids 3
he'll-
times.
He'll pull you closer to 5 than you can possibly
Okay.
imagine.
Yeah,
right.
you'll be
I'm
teetering the 5.
open-minded.
All right. Now we're going up.
Okay.
We're going up.
Now, where do you sit on extraterrestrial life?
Oh, mercy.
Oh, where are
Wow.
you at? Where are you at on this for her?
She said mercy, which is almost.
Interesting questions.
Yeah. I'd say 6.
Yep, I'm going 6 with you. Yep, I'm riding the
You
line.
guys are just
I'm riding the line. Yeah,
That's,
but I'm
that's
going.
almost about as bullshit a number as 5.
No, but
It seems like you either got to
Sure.
lean
I
against the
don't
2
know.
or lean against the 8 post. But I'm going to say just see, Keisha doesn't have this perplexed, why in the hell would you ask me about Bigfoot look on her face. I think she's coming in. By the way, I lean closer to 10.
Okay.
I don't know that
All right.
I don't want to skew you in any particular direction, but I'm going to call you 6.75.
6 months.
Oh, see, that's bullshit. He would have said a 6 too.
7's a big number.
7's a big. Where you at?
Okay. Y'all, did Adrian? 6.
Six,
what'd you
six, six,
say?
7, 5.
Oh,
I don't know if we need to get that or just let it go.
We've been on an hour. I didn't.
No, I
stopped.
think that it's
Somewhere in the universe.
theoretical, but I don't know. I would say more along maybe a 2 or a 3.
So let's
Whoa.
break it. Let's break it in half.
Okay. Yeah, let's.
Aliens have landed. Aliens have. They helped build the pyramids. They helped with all of these amazing feats of engineering that equipment today couldn't build. All of those.
On Earth.
Have they been here? Is question number 1. And question number 2 is, do they exist out there?
I think I don't know. It's possible, but unlikely.
Possible, but unlikely. So she's sub 5 on both.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even on the
Existence.
hundreds of billions of planets.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, all right. Well,
Boy, we
that
lucked out.
one I
This
didn't
is
think.
This
Possible,
we're the.
but unlikely.
I guess if you're going to luck out and be born on a planet, it's pretty good that it was this one.
Pretty
'Cause
good.
there aren't any other ones.
Yeah.
Are you, hey, hang on, Adrian. Are you a 0
You're
on them
zero on
existing
everything?
period?
I'm 0 on
No,
aliens.
I
Because the
just,
original question was, do we believe in aliens?
I
Period.
just-
So are you saying
There's nobody. There's no
there's
other
no
planets that have
extraterrestrial
any
life?
kind of life.
I've never seen an alien before.
this
Jesus,
dude's got to
hey.
see an alien to believe an alien?
Well, let me retract that. I've seen aliens when I lived in El Paso.
Yeah, those
Yes.
are swimmers.
Alien.
Those are swimmers.
Southern aliens.
Yes.
Yes,
I believe in those.
but
Yep.
extraterrestrial aliens, no, because then we start talking about UFOs, and then we start talking about extra life on other planets,
That, yeah,
right? And
that's
a
what we're
whole
thinking.
Bigger discussion.
That's the question I'm asking: is anything? Where do you stand on something outside of maybe our solar system? Maybe it's 100 million light years away from us.
But what if they crack the
can't
code?
say
What
no.
if I always draw the analogy, Wright brothers flew in 1918, and here we are 100 years later, and we're going to space. What if they've been a million years ahead of us? How much further advanced would they be?
What if they don't exist anymore? Chances are, it's happened and they've already gone. right? You think about that. If you think about something a million light years away,
Yeah.
by the time the light hits us, it's been a million light years. So chances are there's still many civilizations have come and gone. Think about that.
Space is pretty big.
Pretty big.
There's a lot of space out there.
Keisha's still a no.
Probable, possible, but unlikely.
It doesn't steer you that even the U.S. government's now going, yeah, there's something going on.
U.S. government.
Now we do
that's a
know.
valid point. Do you
We
trust
do
in the
know.
U.S. government?
Probable, but unlikely.
But there is the where was the crash site?
Roswell?
In
New
Roswell.
Mexico.
And there's
Area
this
51.
supposed Area 51, right? And then we find out that our own Brandon Byers was a freaking guard there.
Yeah.
When everybody's
stationed
going,
there,
it
yeah.
doesn't exist. And he was a guard there.
So
And they flew him in. and-
Keisha's a 10 is what we're trying to say.
yeah.
No.
Now they could have landed
Definitely
here
not.
and landed in the parking lot of Golden Corral and then went, this is it?
Yeah.
We were going to
left.
harvest these guys and all they got's the cheese fountain?
Yeah. Where do you guys think she sits on question 3?
Ooh, I see that's where I think things are going to take an interesting twist. The lights just dimmed. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
I'll go to 2.
To a 2?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She's logical.
No.
No.
I
not
think
logical at all.
in this one, your daughters are redheads, aren't they?
Oh, God.
2 of them are.
Okay, so they're aliens. So, because I'm convinced all redheaded females are aliens. And
Do you have proof that they are not?
have they ever done things that you've just went,
No.
Jesus,
No.
are you an
not those
alien?
two.
Right away, no.
Nope.
Are they artsy?
Nope.
They're not?
Nope.
Are
Not
they
at all.
natural redheads?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So,
Yes. they
All
are.
right. So
okay, so
moving to number
question,
3.
question 3, we're already judging and we haven't even told her what it is yet.
Yeah, because the
maybe
world
that's
knows.
better. Maybe that's better because
Yeah, William's saying a 0, then to 9.
yeah, see, I here's the thing. I think particularly the way these lights are dimming, I think there's something going on here right now. Is Keisha has experience.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
too.
she's had experiences.
Yeah, I'm gonna
She
go.
spent a lot of time in the country.
I'm going 07. I'm going 07.
07. I'm going.
07.
Yeah, I think
Two-part
that.
question?
Two-parter.
I've
Okay.
seen the logic. I've seen the logic bust loose. So I'm gonna go 1-8 because I think she
Okay.
had an experience.
1-1.
Keisha Klaus, 2-part question.
All right.
One of which is, where do you stand on the spectrum of spirits? Let me back. Ghosts.
Ghosts,
Do they
apparitions.
exist? Apparitions, physical representation of the spirit world, clouds, things moving, poltergeist, weird shit.
Doors
And
slamming.
then the second part of that is spirits. Do we have some sort of connection, whether we can manifest it or not? Is there a connection with the other side?
Goes
Do
first.
I believe that dead people return in some
Physical.
unseen but physical form?
That's probably more spirits, but just ghosts in general.
No,
Ghosts.
that's
It could be
very
like
good.
Like
That's
something that would
ghosty.
maybe move those curtains.
Yeah.
Maybe not returning. Maybe they've never left.
Well, I don't know that I believe in ghosts. I do believe in demons and angels.
Oh.
Ooh, that's strong.
So,
Yeah.
but to me, those are different.
Yeah.
That's,
Yep.
that's
I
a
think so, too.
completely different thing.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So, I don't really have any doubt about the ghosts.
About the
and
spirits? Okay. The ghosts, you're out.
angels. Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
No,
All right.
No, I
All
don't
right.
think so.
But the spirits, that heaven and hell,
Yeah.
demons and
Yes.
angels,
Yes.
do you have experiences?
Do I have experiences?
Do you have an experience with the spirit?
What is
You know
is the
that-
reason you believe in?
He has a demon experience.
Are you thinking demons and angels because of religion, or do you have an experience where you go, that had to be my angel that took over?
No. I believe in demons and angels because I believe that God created us. And those are part of his creation. I have experiences. I was a paramedic for 16 years, so
Okay.
I saw some scary stuff over the years.
Can
You want to
expound
tell
on
us
that?
one?
Yeah, anything? I mean,
Please.
right now we want to get our viewership up. Paramedic talk.
I think that
Brink, brink, brink.
Probably the scariest human being that I have ever seen was a little girl who was 7 years old.
Scariest human being you've ever seen.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was, I don't know. There was something evil.
She
in
was
that little girl.
possessed?
There was something evil in that little girl. I don't know what it was, but.
Does she have sharp teeth?
No, she didn't have
Damn.
sharp teeth.
You thought maybe she grew up and you saw
I
her
love
as
how
a
you
baby.
always go like,
Yeah. Yeah.
She was, we were taking her to a psychiatric hospital
Oh, shit.
up in the Texas Panhandle. And so we had to transport her 86 miles by ground.
shit.
And so we had two police officers and me in the back of the ambulance for 86 miles. And she was a scary little girl.
what do you mean, just like rip it like Exorcist style?
She spoke in voices that 7-year-old little girls don't have.
That's creepy.
And
Yeah, that's
she
creepy, yeah.
had, this is a long time ago. We didn't do chemical restraint, with medications as much back then. So she was restrained. When I walked into the room when we first got there, they were going to send a law enforcement officer, and when we walked in, they had her hands in soft restraints, restrained to the cot, to the bed. And this little girl raised her foot up and ripped one of her own toenails off with her teeth.
Oh.
And
Whoa.
With no
laughed
hands.
about it. Yeah, she just pulled her foot up, and laughed about it, and just like scary
7 years
people.
old.
7 years old. She was, I don't know, she was not right. And there was no, she didn't have any drugs or alcohol in her system. They had been, I don't know, she was in the hospital. She had already been there like 36 hours. So,
Whoa.
Okay.
I don't know. She was not a 7-year-old little girl. I don't know what was happening with her, but
Whoa.
so,
That's creepy.
yeah,
That had to be
it
a
was
real
really
quiet ride
creepy.
back home.
Well, we took her to the hospital to be admitted to a psychiatric hospital, and I requested another officer and restraints for all 4 limbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
She only had 9 toenails left.
I just talked to her and told her that we meant her no harm, and we were going to take her somewhere, to a different hospital to be taken care of, and let's just make this a nice, quiet, peaceful ride. And she chattered and talked, and she was chill for the most part. No more scary, creepy, weird stuff as far as ripping parts of her body off or anything. But
That's a first.
That's
for
a
us.
first.
It's definitely a
Demon
first.
children? Well, that's not the first
I
demon
don't know.
child.
Well,
Something-
well, that's very specific though. She had to ride and experience
I
stuff.
spent
just
an
saw.
hour and a half with her, and I don't know. She was not right. She was evil, not right.
Julie. That's
Definitely.
called demon possession, y'all.
Yep. So, but yeah, so I've seen enough from the EMS side to,
William Treadway says, been there before, and it sucks worse when they're in their 30s. So this has happened. This is not an isolated incident, is what we're trying to say.
No.
Damn.
I'd be real nervous if all of a sudden she just comes out of her deal and she's normal, and I'm thinking, who did it attach to now?
Yeah.
I don't
Then
know.
all of a sudden, Bob, the backup officer, starts
Yeah.
speaking in a foreign
I
tongue.
don't know.
Yeah.
It was crazy, but yeah, I've run several of those calls over the years. So
What do you
I
mean
do
several of
believe
those
in,
calls?
I do believe in demons and angels. God clearly states that those are part of our world, but I don't think I believe in ghosts.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to when you have to drive 86 miles with one.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Jesus H.
Uh-uh.
Can we lighten this up a little bit so I can go to sleep tonight?
Yeah.
Who's,
Think about that when your 5.5-year-old daughter comes walking through.
Oh,
Holy.
I have been creeped out by. I was creeped out last night by Alessia. I get out, I'm putting in some laps on the sim, and I walk out, and I didn't hear her walk out. So I just see her like with her onesie little dress just floating in the darkness, doing a little bit of a cry. Oh, that'll terrify anybody.
What time was that?
Too late for a kid to be walking around the kitchen. I can tell you that right now. That was not cool. Not cool. Almost got karate chopped.
Put her back to
Are you like headphoned in and?
Yeah, I'm VR.
it's VR.
Yeah, it's VR. So I'm in a different world.
Yeah.
So then I get out and I'm get done with a race. So I'm like all kind of.
Yep.
I mean, you get adrenaline going.
Oh, yeah.
Truly.
Oh, yeah. I got
I mean, you
sick.
feel everything. You can. And I walk out. I'm still kind of like, kind of shaking it. Your eyes
And
are
then
trying to
here's
adjust, and all of a
Alessia
sudden here
coming
comes this little. Slightly motionless daughter in the darkness. You just see the shadow and a little bit of light shining on her face, and she's crying a little. That's scary shit, man. I mean, I love her, and she's a sweetheart. She just wanted to sleep in the bed.
Oh, yeah.
She's getting to the age of manipulation now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Little sleepwalking.
yeah, a little something like that. Yeah.
When she stays over at our house, I just go sleep in another bed because she just kicks the shit out of me.
She's the
She
worst.
is a kicker. I need to get her into soccer because she is a kicker.
Turn sideways in the bed.
She is. Oh, yeah. She gets
Yeah.
at it.
We had a couple of those.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, what do we do now? I mean, I'm just kind of like
Picture to go home.
I know. I'm kind of want to watch
Turn
her.
every friggin' light on when
Yeah,
I
I'm
get
gonna
home. I
watch
can tell you that much.
2 episodes
Why do you have
of The
all the
Office.
lights on? Somebody coming over? No.
Do you guys do this? Let me ask you. If you watch a scary movie or you watch something scary, do you guys watch something lighter afterwards?
The
do.
very first question that came up about that fear, I'm always convinced, and I remember when we had basements back home.
Yeah.
If I would walk down in the basement, somebody was behind me.
Always.
Somebody was behind me. And it was feeling, and the other night I got up and went to the bathroom, and somebody was behind me. I just was convinced. It's just weird. Mm-hmm. Weird.
Well, to your question, scary movies nowadays, they're not scary,
I'll jump scare stuff.
but we'll watch like maybe some type of murder type thing, which is gruesome, and then Kathleen will say, "Let's watch a palate cleanser."
Palate cleanser. Yes.
Brain cleanser.
Let's watch an I Love Lucy.
Yeah, let's watch something.
The Office has got to
The
be
Office.
on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Office. Top Gear is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Palate cleanser. That's the
Palate
perfect way to put it. Because I can't go to sleep with that intensity.
No, you need something to clear the palate.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Clear the brain
brilliant.
for sure.
That's funny.
All right.
I like
Well, let's go home now and go to sleep, I guess.
it. Yeah. Try it.
Yeah, Larry's saying
Try anyway.
Let's have a prayer
Do
meeting.
you guys want to pray?
Call me again for story time.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, Willem had a point.
we might see you back again, but we're going to get into this conversation way earlier into the conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Adrian or Keisha, will you sign us off with a joke or like a little Johnny joke or something? I got a good little Johnny joke if you want one. Do you guys want a little Johnny joke?
Johnny Goodner?
A little Johnny Goodner
Do you know a
joke.
little Johnny Goodner?
I know Johnny couldn't.
You want a little Johnny joke to sign us off?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys know who little Johnny is?
No.
No.
He's this potty mouthed little kid. Little 6-year-old little son of a bitch. Terrible parents. His dad's been drunk since he was born. Terrible little kid. We all went to school with a little Johnny. And he's just terrible language. He has no respect for society. And his teacher's fed up with him, but his teacher, she owes way too much to quit her job now. And she's in. And so she thinks, let's go through something. This will be easy. Okay, we're gonna use the alphabet. Okay. Mm-hmm. Little Johnny is in there. Okay, so here, class, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna take everyone gets a letter of the alphabet. Raise your hand, give us a word, and then use that word in a sentence. We're gonna go through the alphabet. And so, who wants to start us off? Let's go with A. A. Everyone's hand goes up. She sees little Johnny, hand goes up. Asshole or something, right? Okay, yeah, no. Susie, A, apple. I had an apple for breakfast and it was delicious. Okay, sounds good. Goes to B. Hands go up. Johnny's hand goes up immediately. B, I've got a word for that. Beautiful. B. All right, Stevie, what you got? B, boat. My dad just bought a new boat. We went out on the lake. And they run through this. C. They run through all of the letters, and they go through all the kids. And by the time they get about midway through, Johnny's starting to lose a little bit of his enthusiasm, and finally, they get all the way to R. All the kids are done. The kids, no kid's got his hand up, and Johnny's sitting on the table, and he's just kind of there. I mean, he's got a word for everything, but the teacher says R. And finally, she goes, well, what can you do with R? It's not that bad. Okay, Johnny, R. It's your turn. And he pops up, can't believe that he got called on, and he looks around. He's like, R. Okay. Rats. Big fucking rats with dicks this big. And that's little Johnny.
That's little Johnny.
Jesus loves you. Little Johnny loves rats.
Little Johnny loves
And
rats.
that is how we're going to end this show.
That's right. So make sure that you come watch us for some reason on Cigar Talk Live on Tuesday nights. And always be here on Saturday for Saturday at the shop. Come into ICC, hang out with people like Keisha. Keisha, thank you very much. You've enlightened us. I'm
Kind of.
going to sleep with the lights on tonight. Thank you for that. Little demon child. You know what? That child lives next door to me. There's a little curly-headed, red-headed kid over there.
We got to close this out before we start thinking
Well, I
the
just want
reality of
everybody
this.
to
Don't you understand? Dicks this big.
See what I have to do? I got to go home to the little kid that's holding the headless doll.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, this is terrible. Well, thanks for everyone for joining us. This is Goo Night Mates to all of you.
Yes. Good night, mates.
There, guys. Good night.
See ya. Yep.